This is about the ancient system of biohacking, of saying, let's use ritual and all the cues of the body that say, hey, let's activate these systems, these physiological systems. There's endorphins in the blood work that we've seen. There's brainwave expansion, beta plus theta that we see in the laboratory. Pulse rate rises while blood pressure lowers. You know, something unusual is happening. The body loves this practice. We find that endorphins stay elevated for hours afterwards. The body loves these practices.
What if the best chapter of your life hasn't even begun yet? What lies within you is the power to live brighter, bolder, and truer than ever before. So welcome to Vivatude, where caregiving, connections, and career come into balance, and where your vitality, vision, and voice shines through. Because the revolution isn't out there, it's already within you. Welcome to Vivatude.
Welcome back to Vivatude. I'm your host, Lauren Archer, and my guest today, Laura Lee Robear, is talking about ecstatic trance states, altered states of consciousness, and how we can use those states for our own healing, for accessing intuition, greater levels of awareness and knowing. And the key thing about this that I think is really different is that there's no outside influences needed. There's no plant medicine. There's no shaman. There's no priest or third party. This is something that we can all access on our own because it's ancient. It's part of who we are. So, Laura, thanks again for joining us today. And I would love to hear a little bit more about the practical, the hands-on. What are people actually doing in these practices? And how can maybe our listeners at home dabble and experiment a little bit on their own?
Well, I would say there's many, 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 many practices. Find one that works for you. And this is about really navigating our own way through life, which I think is such a sacred quest. So, you need what do you need? You need your intuition. You need to trust your own feelings. You need to activate your own internal GPS to wend your way through life. And this practice helps activate those relationships. This is about establishing a personal, practical relationship with our universe. This is about spirit beings, about the celestial bodies, about the universe whispering in our ear. This is about our higher guide, our all the layers of us in a flow state, in direct communication, in a dialogue with the all. That is part of our backyard. Claim it. Claim the universe as your own. We are part of a 14 billion year lifespan of this universe that produced us. And we are here to celebrate it, to be in communication with it, to be in an ecstatic relationship with it means communion, means that flow of energy. That is ecstasy to know that we are part of this larger, immense world. We're not isolated, we're not alone. We're not just part of our earth community, we're part of the cosmic community. We're not just part of the fellow humans, we're part of an ecosystem of life. We want to write our relationships with ourself, with our community, with the world at large, and belong to the web of life as we should. We need to reclaim that relationship with it. And by doing that, we are healing our relationships with ourself and the world. And maybe that's where we stand up as change makers. Maybe that's where we step forward and say, we want to do our best to be who we truly are. And so, what I would say is that follow your intuition and find where you belong. Pay
I,
attention to that. We have so much capacity within. Wake it up. We don't need other plant medicine to have these journeys. I appreciate, I respect all the plant medicine and the psychedelics journeys. I've never done any. I've only done this practice and other energetic practices, prayer work. But this, for me, the beauty of this, the self empowerment, is about activating the entheogens within. There's plant medicine can activate the botanical entheogens that are compatible with us, that activate our internal nervous system to support these states. But the body itself has endogenous, inbuilt, bodily manufactured entheogens as well that aren't as readily recognized. If you've had spontaneous mystical experiences, you've activated the entheogens within. And so this is about the ancient system of biohacking, of saying, let's use ritual and all the cues of the body that say, hey, let's activate these systems, these physiological systems. There's endorphins in the blood work that we've seen. There's brainwave expansion, beta plus theta that we see in the laboratory. Pulse rate rises while blood pressure lowers. Something unusual is happening. I think there's a lot more that we haven't yet identified, but we can feel the wheels turning when we are entering into this practice. And exciting and interesting things happen. The body loves this practice. We find that endorphins stay elevated, the well-being endorphins. I mean, that's worth the price of admission. Elevated, surge of them remain for hours afterwards. The body loves these practices, and it's about a homecoming briefly. Get fueled up, come back home to this waking reality. You'll do a better job at it, we find.
That's so powerful, especially now where people feel so isolated, so alone. Depression, anxiety are off the charts. And I love that this is something that is natural. It's something people can access on their own. And it activates this sense of belonging and connectedness, which is so desperately needed right now. So when we come back, we're going to continue talking with Laura Lee and the Cuyamungue Institute and find out how you can participate for free, since they're a 501c3 nonprofit. So this is Vivatude. Stay right with us.
And thanks for listening to Vivatude. 4 hosts, 1 each week. We help you revivitude your next chapter, because purpose, passion, and prosperity isn't out there. They're already within you. Brighter, bolder, truer. Vivatude.